Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
Rain is picked back up here from Centennial High School, and we are getting started with the bottom of the fifth. Centennial down 5-0 right now. They only have 3 chances left to try to make a comeback. This one hit into left field. It is on the ground. Lead-off single for Jacob Battershell. And if you're Centennial, that is a good way to try to flip the momentum in your favor.
A leadoff single for the catcher brings up number 12, the designated hitter, Owen Gasperi.
So Owen Gasperi up to the plate now. We have a Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution as Dylan Surratt comes into a courtesy run for Owen Lorenz. No question, that wasn't Lorenz, it was Battershell, the catcher. Both positions you'd probably throw pinch runners in for anyway. So 1-0 count right now early for Gasperi. This is only his second trip to the plate in this game. Pickoff attempt at first is late. One count, here's the pitch. This one grounded into left field. Back-to-back singles for Ankeny Centennial here in the bottom of the fifth. And now Nolan Powell coming to the plate. He struck out on his previous trip up, but can he keep the trend going of singles here for the Jaguars? Powell to the plate with no outs this time. First one passed in for ball one. And as the rain picked up, so did the big hits. Kids right now talking about our broadcast camera. Hopefully they don't throw their sunflower seeds in the way of it. 2-0 count right here. On the bright side, it is good to see the young ones supporting these high schoolers here tonight. 3-0 count now for Powell, and one walk, or one ball away from a walk. There'd be 3 straight batters who reach first to start off the inning for Centennial. That pitch outside, and just like that, the first 3 runners for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the fifth all reach first. So back to the top of the order we go with Will Nessler coming to the plate. And we might just see a pitching change here from Davenport North. We'll have to wait and see. Adam Weiss has not given up a run tonight. He's only given up 4 runs in the 14 full innings that he had pitched coming into today. It looks like he will stay at the mound as of right now. Davenport North hoping to get through the full game with him.
To the top of the order for the Jaguars, the shortstop.
Both these bullpens have a lot of variety to choose from when it comes to who they're putting on the mound. So Will Nestler now back to the plate, who has bases loaded and no outs. That one grounded. It is foul, just barely. It's an early 0-1 count for him. But he is finding contact with the ball right here. Nestler without a hit yet in this game. He has not reached first off of a walk either. And that one low for ball one. Sinker had a little too much sink to it. So 1-1 count. Here's a pitch from Nestler. That one into left field on the ground. One run is going to score for sure. And the throw doesn't get to home. It is a 2-run RBI single from Will Nestler to put the Jaguars on the board.
A 2 RBI single for Will Nestler will bring up the second baseman, number 10, Trey Hauser.
So Trey Hauser back to the plate. Nolan Powell was able to get to second on that hit. First pitch outside for ball one. Centennial's picked up momentum here in the bottom of the fifth, cutting the deficit down from 5 to 3. Still no outs. And 2 runners aboard. And that one outside again to make the count 2-0. My guess is Trey Hauser going to keep rocking with not swinging at these pitches until he sees one that he knows is in the zone. 2-0 count. That pitch outside again for ball 3. And he is one more ball away from making an easy trip to first and loading the bases. And there you have it. Loaded bases for Centennial following the drawn walk by Hauser. And now Will Morris back to the plate. No outs yet. This is the best situation that you can ask for right now. You're down by 3-2. So if you can get a base hit, you can really cut that deficit down to as much as 1. And now we're going to see a new pitcher for Davenport North. When we come back from break, we'll know who it is. Stick with us. You're watching Jaguar Baseball on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
In your Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution, Peyton Malloy is taking the place of Adam Weiss on the mound for Davenport North. This is Malloy's third appearance this season. He's given up 3 runs in 2 innings pitched. And right now, Centennial trails by 3. No outs yet here in the bottom of the 5th. And after this, they'll still have 2 more innings yet to try to take the lead on Davenport North and try to pull an upset here in Game 1. Out of the break, it is Will Morris coming to the plate here. Loaded bases with it as well. Peyton Malloy's first pitch in the zone for strike 1.
At the plate, it's number 7, the third baseman, Will Morris.
Will Morris without a base hit yet. Trying to get his first here of the game. And with loaded bases, it can be an RBI one as well. This one into right field is caught for out number 1. We're going to see the tag up from third to home. It goes as a sacrifice fly for Will Morris. And it is now a 2-run deficit for Ankeny Centennial.
At the plate, the first baseman, number 1, Alex Corey.
Alex Corey now back to the plate. He did have a base hit on his previous time up. With runners on first and third, he can cut the deficit down to 1 here with another base hit. It's been a big 5th inning here for Ankeny Centennial. So second stolen there with the intent of trying to deceive catcher Hunter Hawkes by trying to get him to throw it to second and in return try to get another run in for Ankeny Centennial. 2 runners now in scoring position and a 2-0 count for Alex Corey. This one popped up into left center. It is caught for out 2. Runners tag up, and the deficit is now down to 1 for Ankeny Centennial. Davenport North thought they had this one in their hands after leading 5-0. The Centennial has caught a second wind. As the rain started falling, so did the base hits. And as a result, runs have been coming in with them. This one, line driven right to shortstop. Throw to first, the tag gets out number 3. So we head to the top of the 6th. The Jaguars rally in 4 runs and cut the deficit to 1. When we come back, Jet Sheedy, Brandon B., and Bryce Pauley all do up for Davenport North in the top of the 6th. You are watching Jaguar Baseball on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks driven by Freedom Tire.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny.
Leading off for the Wildcats, the right fielder.
We got a ball game here at Centennial High School as the deficit has been cut down to 1 after a 4-run inning for NK Centennial in the bottom of the 5th. Jet Sheedy leading it off for the Davenport North here in the top of the 6th. Strike number 1 here. Had it down in the bunt position, wasn't able to get a hold of it. Wildcats thought they had it in the bag after scoring 3 in the top of the 5th. Count now 1-1 right here for Sheedy. Tyler Majeski trying not to give up any runs here the rest of the way. Now 2-1 count right here. That one bunted down. Throw. Jaguars had issues fielding it again. Majeski didn't pick it up off the ground. Will Morris wasn't able to get it either. There's just more fielding issues for Ankeny Centennial that have costed them by giving Davenport North more base runners.
To the top of the order, it's the center fielder, number 13, Brandon B.
Now Brandon B. He has scored runs on his previous trips. Majeski turned toward first there, but didn't throw for a pickoff attempt. B with back-to-back singles on his previous 2 times up. He now has a 1-0 count. Then behind him in the order, you got Pauly, who's on deck, who's been 3 for 3 today. One count, here's a pitch. That one just catching the zone to even the count at 1-1. The umbrellas are out in the bleachers. This one popped up. It is out of play. So the count is now 1-2 for Brandon B. The rain more so in a sprinkle form isn't really affecting the playing field very much. 1-2 count right here. This one fouled out of play again, and this one going behind the softball diamond. One-two count, Majeski trying to get the strikeout. He steps off the rubber. Sheedy went back to first. Jesse's been looking over there. There's the pickoff attempt, and it's late. Majeski is taking a lot of looks over there to see if he can try to get it. Here's the throw to second. The tag, the throw off line. So the count now 2-2 after that outside pitch. Centennial just off target from getting their first out of the inning. Now Davenport North with the runner in scoring position. Currently leading by 1 here in the top of the 6th. This one into center. It is a leaping catch. Great effort by Centennial. Brecken Miller leaping up.
Brecken Miller will climb the ladder for out number 1. That will bring up the shortstop, number 22, Bryce Pauly.
And in a situation like that, when you have a runner in scoring position, that is huge. Sheedy leading off a second again. Majeski is fully aware. A lot harder to pick off second than first, though. First pitch outside for ball one. Bryce Pauly trying to get another run around. Pauly's made it for 2 of Davenport North's 5 runs. Oh, and here is a... We thought it was going to be a pickle, but guess not. Jacob Battershall decided to hold on to it, and Sheedy took a face full of dirt when he slid back to second. My guess is Battershall was fully aware how the previous time he threw to second ended up and said, you know what, not worth risking him advancing to third like that. So the count now 3-0 after that ball. Pauly one outside pitch away from walking to first. Would be his 19th drawed walk this season. And that one is in the zone to make the count 3-1. So he doesn't get to do that after that pitch. It's still sprinkling, but it isn't coming down super heavy, so not much of any bother to the players or really even the fans. And that pitch was outside. So Pauly is walked for the first time tonight. He is 4 for 4 on getting on base. Christian Shorter now coming to the plate with runners on second and first. 1 out. He drew a walk on his previous time up, and he is also 3 for 3 on getting on base tonight. Majeski trying to get a strikeout here. This one grounded with a big bounce, tagged on the way to second, and the throw to first in time. It's a double play. Great effort made by Trey Hauser to send us to the bottom of the 6th. The Wildcats held scoreless, and they still only lead by 1 here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
Bottom of the 6th from Centennial High School. They trail by 1 after holding Davenport North scoreless in the top half of the inning. They got Brecken Miller, Cade Newman, and Jacob Battershall all due up right here with a chance to try to take the lead. Miller has drawn a walk so far tonight, but hasn't had a base hit yet. Not a whole lot of extra base hits either from either of these teams at that matter. I think one of the biggest moments of the top of the 6th was Brecken Miller climbing the ladder for a flyout on Brandon B. That crucial to holding Davenport North scoreless in the top half of this inning.
Leading off for the
First pitch
Jaguars,
outside for Breckenmiller, splitting him. Correction, it's actually Cade Newman who is up right now. Breckenmiller's hit resulted in the third out of the previous inning. Two-one count now for Newman. He has had back-to-back ground outs on his previous 2 times up. And that one makes the count 3-1. One outside pitch from drawing his first walk of the night. Centennial will take any form that they can get in order to get on base. That one called outside, and it is a leadoff walk for Cade Newman.
Stepping in for the Jaguars, the catcher, number 46.
So Jacob Battershell now back to the plate, who had gotten all the way around on his previous time up. He scored the first of 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th for Ankeny Centennial. He grounds that one foul toward the Centennial dugout on his first pitch. Early 0-1 count for him. Newman right now leading off of first. This one just catching the zone. Count now 0-2 for Battershell. And the job of trying to get a hit at the plate runs in the name of Jacob here. That one outside for his first ball on this trip to the plate. Battershell searching for his second base hit tonight and trying to get Newman closer to a potential game-tying run. 1-2 counters a pitch. Newman running to second. He steals it. Centennial now with a runner in scoring position. No outs yet either. This is perfect if you're Centennial. This one grounded. Issues fielding it at shortstop. And that has been the unlucky place to be. Bryce Pauley not able to field it. So we'll get a courtesy runner here in place of Battershell.
Courtesy running for Jacob Battershell, number 41.
It is Dylan Surratt in Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. We'll be getting some steps on here.
Hitter, number 12, Owen Gasperi.
Owen Gasperi now at the plate, following that single. 2 runners on. Ankeny Centennial is primed here to potentially take the lead before we go to the top of the 7th. Just want to avoid a double out. Swing and a miss is strike 1. Owen Gasperi wanted to try to get every bit of that he could. I've not seen a lot of home runs out of the Centennial squad this year, only 7 total. Owen counter, here's a bunt on outside to even the count at 1-1. And of those 7 home runs this season, one of those was from Owen Gasperi, who is at the plate right here last night at Johnson. That one out of the glove of Hawkes. both of the runners advance. And just like that, Centennial now has 2 runners in scoring position. Owen Gasperi now with a 2-1 count. Base hit could tie the game and potentially take the lead. Gasperi lets that one past him as it was outside again. The count now 3-1. Nolan Powell currently on deck, who drew a walk on his previous time up. Three-one count, here's a pitch. This one hit into left field. It is on the ground. 2 runs will get around, and Centennial has their first lead of the night. It's a good time in this game to be a Jaguar fan. They lead 6-5.
To go across, that'll bring up the left fielder, number 20, Nolan Powell.
So now Nolan Powell actually has a little bit of pressure taken off of him. Now that Centennial has a lead, pulls out of the bunt formation, and it is called outside for ball 1. Nolan Powell with that RBI double to take the lead. He currently awaits on second and is leading off. Might have said that wrong. It was Gasperi who had the RBI double. It's Powell at the plate. Powell swings and misses at that one for strike 1. His count now 2-1. So Centennial now with the lead, trying to build it up a little bit more to give them a little bit more cushion in the top of the 7th. That pitch is outside again. The count now 3-1. Centennial still with no outs. Will Nestler on deck right now. 3-1 count. Here's a pitch. That one outside again. And Centennial now with runners on second and first. So now a quick exchange of words here between Hunter Hawkes and Peyton Malloy. Malloy's given up 2 runs here in this inning. And he has also given up the lead that they previously held. So Will Nestler now back at the plate, and now with over 20 RBI this season.
It's the shortstop, number 2, Will Nestler.
He's had issues fielding it, but his success at the plate has contrasted it pretty well. His first bunt attempt goes into the backstop for strike 1. So another base hit right now could add another run to Centennial's tally. All Centennial scoring has came in this inning and the previous one. This one grounded into left field. 1 run's going to get around. The throw to home, not in time. And it is an RBI double for Will Nestler. Nolan Powell also advanced to third on that. And now a 7-5 lead for the Jaguars.
An RBI double for Nestler will bring up the second baseman, number 10, Trey Hauser.
Two more runs in scoring position, and no outs still for Centennial. After six innings, it's an 8-run lead you have to have in order to complete a Mercy Rule victory. Count now 1-0 for Hauser after that high pitch. Hauser does not have a home run yet this season, and he could really blow the door open with one right here, although this is not a home run friendly field by any means. 335 feet to the corners and 400 to center. And out in center field, it's an elevated wall as well. A 2-0 count right here for Hauser. Runners on second and third. This one into right center. On the ground. Runners advance. It's another RBI single. This time, it's Trey Hauser who gets the hit. 8-5 lead now for the Jaguars.
At the plate, it's the third baseman, number 7, Will Morris.
Will Morris now back to the plate, who had a sacrifice fly to right on his previous time up. No outs this time. If he hit a fly ball again to left field, it would probably go as another sacrifice fly. As currently Nolan Powell is on third. And just there, Hauser advanced to second on a steal. Correction, is actually Will Nessler, who's on third right now. Powell scored on that previous RBI hit. 1-1 count right now. Will Morris with 2 runners in scoring position. And Centennial has heated up with back-to-back 4-run innings, and we are still not finished here at the 6th. 1-2 count now for Morris. One-two count is a pitch. This one grounded. It is fair and down the left field line. 1 run scores for sure. 2 runs score for sure. Another RBI single. And a 10-5 lead for Centennial.
What's the mercy rule? Is it 10? Okay, softball went to 8 after 5, 10 after 4, 8 after 5. Yeah, that was a new rule last year, and it was great because it still it used to be 12 after 3, but they did away with that one. They just added 10 after 4 and 8 after 5. Which that 8 after 5 is clutch. Like that's the
Another pinch runner comes here in place of Will Morris. It is Dylan Surratt doing it again in the heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. Surratt, one who doesn't see the plate, but he knows how to pinch run in his senior year, getting some active time on the field.
Pinch running for the Jaguars, number 41, Dylan Surratt.
Alex Corey hits this one into right center. It is caught for the first out. And running back to first was Surratt. Got a little bit ahead of himself there, but it does not result in a double play.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 16, Brecken Miller.
So Brecken Miller now seeing the plate, and that means that every batter in the rotation for Centennial has had a plate appearance in this inning. And more than likely, Cade Newman will see his second time at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th after this time at the plate. Here's the throw to second. It is out of line. And now Surratt running to third. Surratt advances by 2 bases following that throw to second from catcher Hawkes. And now another run is only 90 feet away. This one grounded to third this time. Throw to first offline. So he gets an RBI single. 7 runs here in the bottom of the 6th and an 11-5 lead. The runs are tallying up fast.
Right fielder, number 17, Cade Newman.
Cade Newman seen his second appearance at the plate in this inning. 1 out this time around. Pickoff attempt at first. Got him. So that is the second out of this inning. It comes in the form of a pickoff. Brecken Miller takes the jog back to the dugout. (11-5) lead right now for Centennial. That pitch outside for ball 1. Newman dealing with 2 outs here at the plate. Oh no, counters a pitch. Swing and a miss at that one to even the count at 1-1. Newman right now trying to continue on the momentum that Centennial has. That one called just high for ball 2.
Maybe. After the last couple of minutes. Nothing safe after the last couple of minutes.
This one hit into right center on the ground for another base hit. Cade Newman will pause at first. That's the second time that Newman has reached first in this inning. 2 trips to the plate in this inning, 2 successful times getting to first. And now Jacob Battershell back to the plate.
Number 46, Jacob Battershell.
That one splitting Battershell in the strike zone for ball 1. Centennial has completely flipped this game upside down here with this inning. This one fouled. So Cade Newman has to jog back to first. He was ready to steal second there, but the hit just out of play. Battershell, the 1-1 count right here. This one hit right to third. Throw to first in time for out number 3 to send us to the top of the 7th. But Centennial grabs 7 runs to take an 11-5 lead. When we come back, Donovan Holloway, Evan Laus, and Blake Estland all due up for Davenport North in the top of the 7th. You are watching Jaguar Baseball on the Carl Chevrolet family of network.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Fun fact, that was not even the longest inning of the day across Centennial baseball and softball. Over in Fort Dodge, the softball team got 2 batters into the 3rd way through the lineup in the 1st inning against Martinsdale St. Mary's. So if you thought that this previous inning was long, you should have been up in Fort Dodge earlier today watching the softball team. Meanwhile, here at the top of the 7th, Davenport North down by 6 after the 6th inning. Donovan Holloway starts it off with a leadoff single into left center. So Davenport North with a run aboard, but they're going to need 6 runs to tie this thing up if they have any chance of sending this thing to the bottom of the 7th.
What class was the team that Jaguar saw?
It was a tournament that, they were so Jaguar.
Evan Laus now to the plate after the leadoff single from Holloway.
They're always good.
There's a pickoff attempt at first. It was late. There's no outs right now for Laus. He has not reached first yet today. He's been to the plate 3 times. This is his 4th. 1-0 count right now after that pitch. That one outside to make the count 2-0. Centennial trying to get 3 outs quickly and end game 1 of this doubleheader. This one popped up. It is playable. Caught for out number 1. Sliding in to get it was first baseman Alex Corey. He gets 1 of 3 needed in this inning.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 5, Blake Estland.
Blake Estland now coming back to it after drawing walks on his previous 2 times up at the plate. He struck out swinging in his first attempt. First one splitting him and the strike zone for ball 1. That one whizzed right past his face. Centennial going to have a quick discussion here on the mound. Not sure necessarily what this is about. Centennial right now hoping for a grounder to shortstop that they can field successfully in hopes of a double play. Doing that would end the inning and the ball game. Estland had 1 hit in each of yesterday's games against Davenport Assumption. Estland is without a hit here in this game tonight. And this is more than likely his last chance at the plate in this game. That pitch in the zone to even the count at 1-1. (7:11) our time here at the Ball Diamond. That one fouled into the backstop. Game 2 is originally scheduled to start at 7, but when you use that 7th inning rather than having a mercy rule, it's to no shock that we are delayed by just a little bit. 2-2 count now for Estland after that outside pitch. Davenport North with a runner on first. Centennial has 2 options that they can go to for out number 3 if it's a grounder. Loaded count now for Estland. Centennial hoping for a double play from a grounder right here. Either that or a strikeout right here. But that one was outside to put runners on second and first as Estland makes his way for his 3rd straight drawn walk of this ball game.
Coming to the plate, the pitcher, number 8, Adam Weiss.
They have a pinch hitter in place of Adam Weiss here.
Correction.
It is Peyton Malloy.
The pitcher, number 12, Peyton Malloy.
Malloy has not seen the plate yet today. He was pitching during that 7-run inning before our previous break. 1-1 count now he has. Centennial, the dream way to end this game, a double play. They have 1 out right now. Malloy pops that one up and out of play. His count now 1-2. Malloy has only had 3 base hits this season and 19 attempts at the plate, putting his average at 158. He has only batted in 1 run. That pitch outside to even the count at 2-2. Davenport North without a run yet here in the inning. They had led by 1 heading into the 6th. They gave up 7 in the bottom of the 6th, and Malloy strikes out. So now, the Wildcats down to their last out. Now Cole Snar back to the plate.
The designated hitter, number 14, Cole Snar.
Snar has not had a base hit yet tonight. He's been struck out swinging twice. He swings and misses at strike 1. Two more strikes away from ending the game. Jeske trying to get it done. 0-2 count early as back-to-back swung at strikes. One more strike ends it. Oh, 2 count, here's a pitch. Swing, that one is fouled in the dirt. Cole Snar stays alive. Snar without a hit today and without a hit all season. He only had 4 trips to the plate before today. He hits this one into left field. It is just over the head in left. So 1 run will get around and 2 runs officially get around following that RBI double from Snar. The score now 7-11.
To the box, it's the right fielder, number 10,
So
Jet Sheedy.
to the bottom of the order, we go with Jet Sheedy back to the plate. Went a single on his previous time up. Centennial had Davenport North down to their last strike there before giving up 2 runs on that hit. This one grounded with a bounce to it. Throw to first in time for out number 3. And those 2 giving up runs don't fear the Jaguars at all. They win 11-7 against Davenport North in upset fashion in Game 1. So the Jaguars advance to 12-11 on the season, while the Wildcats fall to 15-7. We'll go to a break here along with the players between these 2 games. When we come back, Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader between the Davenport North Wildcats and your Ankeny Centennial Jaguars, right here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks driven by Freedom Tire. The Jaguars win 11-7 in Game 1.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Caraway.
Jaguar baseball on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks is driven by Freedom Tire. And welcome to Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader between the Centennial Jaguars and the visiting Davenport North Wildcats. Jaguars were able to score an upset victory in Game 1 tonight, winning 11-7 to move to 12-11 on the season. They're hoping to complete an upset sweep and send Davenport North back home with a 15-8 record. The lineups for the most part are the same for Game 2. You will still see Brandon B leading off for the Wildcats, and he is also still playing center field. In Game 2, Brady Stewart will make the start at the mound. 1-0 record coming in tonight. 3 appearances. This is his first start. He's held his opponents to a .385 batting average, only giving up 3 earned runs in his time on the mound this season. 1-0 count right out the gate for Brandon B. It's now 2-0 following 2 outside pitches. Outside pitch number 3 and a 3-0 count now. Might see a leadoff walk right here for Brandon B. It is just that, a leadoff walk for the Minnesota prospect. And now Bryce Polly, the Indiana prospect, coming back to the plate.
Now batting the shortstop.
Polly was 4 for 4 on reaching first in Game 1. 3 singles in his most recent time by a walk. Bryce Polly with a runner on first. First pitch outside for ball 1. Our official start time, I think, was 7:48. That one in play. The row to first in time for out 1. Got a big bounce on it. But despite that, Will Morris makes the throw to Alex Corey in time for the first put out of the game.
Stepping in, the left fielder, number 4.
So Christian Shorter now back. On his most recent time up, he had grounded out to second. He drew 2 walks in Game 1. He has 1 runner in scoring position right now. First one just catching that top right corner from our angle. to make the count 0-1. That one outside splitting between shorter and the zone for ball one to even the count. One, a swing and a miss. Brady Stewart 1 strike away from his first strikeout of the game. And his 4th strikeout this season. 1-2 count. Here's a pitch from Stewart. A swing and a miss for the first strikeout of the game and out number 2. So that brings Donovan Holloway now back to the plate. He had 3 singles out of 4 appearances at the plate in game 1. First time to the plate, he flew out to right field. 2 outs this time. That first one fouled into the netting behind home. Early 0-1 count. Oh, 1 count. Here's a pitch. That one is just low to even the count at 1-1. Brandon B leading off a second right now. Brady Stewart does not look interested in a pickoff move. That one doesn't get past the glove of catcher Jacob Battershill. If it did, probably would have seen B trying to steal third there. So 2-1 count right here for Donovan Holloway. Trying to get on base. If he did, it'd be his 4th straight base hit. 2-1 count is a pitch. That one just outside again to make the count 3-1. A lot of curve on that pitch. 3-1 count. This one is popped up. It is out of play. So the count goes full here for Holloway. Big payoff pitch coming here from Brady Stewart. Trying to send us to the bottom of the first. Stewart with the payoff pitch. This one grounded right too short. Throw to home. The tag is not in time. So Davenport North gets 1 run to start off this ball game here in the top of the first. That'll go as an RBI single for Donovan Holloway and bring Evan Louse to the plate. Still 2 outs. Centennial had the Wildcats down to their last strike of the inning. Now they're going to have to try to do it again here. First one right in the breadbasket. First strike 1. Holloway leading off at first, not by much. This one grounded to third again. Throw to first in time for out number 3 to send us to the bottom of the first. The Wildcats get 1 run, When we come back, Nestler, Hauser, and Morris due up for the Jaguars here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks, driven by Freedom Tire.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Bottom of the first here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks, driven by Freedom Tire. Jaguars gave up 1 run in the top half of the inning and currently trail 1-0. Will Nestler, Trey Hauser, and Will Morris all due up here in the bottom of the first for the Jaguars. They look to try to answer the run scored by the Wildcats. Nestler ended game 1 with back-to-back base hits. His most recent one was an RBI double that came in the bottom of the 6th. In that inning, Centennial scored 7 runs to get up to a 11-5 lead. They are searching for a sweep tonight of Davenport North.
Leading off for the Jaguars, the shortstop, number 2, Will Nestler.
While we don't have a good view, it looks like the sun is starting to poke through after it was raining earlier this afternoon. First pitch just catching that outer zone for strike 1. Will Nestler now at the 1-1 count following that pitch. We were needing the lights earlier in game 1, and now with the sun shining down the field, could turn them off if we wanted to. Although it is 8 o'clock, so by the time this game's over, they would have to be turned back on before then. That one outside again, it's low for ball 2. Two-one count here for Nestler. That one behind the glove. Can't see who our catcher is behind home plate right now. This one is another outside pitch to load the count at 3-2. Nestler here with the loaded count. This one hit into left center. It gets on the ground. Nestler will stay put at first as he makes a short little jog back. But after a loaded count, Nestler starts off with a base hit.
We'll bring up the second baseman, number 10, Trey Hauser.
So Adam Weiss, who was pitching in game 1, is catching here in game 2. First pitch just low for ball 1. Trey Hauser got on first 3 out of 4 times. Here's the throw to second. That is offline. And Nestler adds a stolen base to his tally on this season. Two-0 count right here for Hauser. That one outside again. So now Hauser is one outside pitch away from drawing a walk to get to first here in game 2. The 3-0 count. Here's a pitch. That one outside. Two pitchers through, both of them get to first one way or another. Centennial now with runners on second and first with Will Morris up to the plate. Morris part of that effort in the bottom of the 6th to get 7 runs. He had an RBI hit, and he was one of those 7 runs who scored. First one, catching the zone for strike 1. Morris is here still without a home run. Owen County, here's the pitch. This one popped up and out of play toward the softball diamond. I think it landed in the softball bullpen of Ankeny Centennial. Count now 0-2. Morris trying to get a base hit right here. He's got runners on second and first. Swing and a miss for the first strikeout for Davenport north of this game.
Stepping in, the first baseman, number 1, Alex Corey.
Alex Corey now trying to bat his runners in. Base hit deep enough could tie the game. First pitch in the zone for strike 1. That one was right on the money. Looking back, it was Davenport North's pitcher. 0-1 count right here. This one popped up and out of play again, opposite direction. So now the count 0-2 for Alex Corey. Corey only had 1 hit in game 1, 2 flyouts. Trying to avoid the strikeout right here. That one, good judgment from him. That one was outside to make the count 1-2. He's still alive here at the plate. 1-2 counters a pitch. That one outside again. Throw back to second is past the glove. And advancing to third is Centennial with Will Nestler. And he is now 90 feet away from tying this game up. Trey Hauser still remaining on first after that sequence of events. 2-2 count right here for Corey. Trying to get a base hit and tie this game up. That one was outside to load the count. Hauser advanced to second there. So now 2 runs in scoring position. Now if you have a base hit deep enough, rather than tying it up, it'll take the lead. This one hit right into right field. It is over his head. 1 run will get around for sure. Second one waved around. RBI double for Alex Corey. A 2-1 lead for Ankeny Centennial here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting the center fielder, number 16, Brecken Miller.
So now Brecken Miller to the plate following that RBI double. Single on his previous try-up, 2 for 3 on reaching first in game 1. First pitch outside for ball 1. An ambulance is going down State Avenue right now. Hopefully wherever that ambulance is going, whoever is affected is okay and not in critical condition. 1-0 count right here for Brecken Miller. A run in scoring position. That one high to make the count 2-0. The air very still outside. The flag barely moving out in right field. That pitch right in the zone for strike 1. Remember, Miller came into tonight with 397 average before game 1. So he's been consistent on getting those base hits. How many fouls out of play over the heads of the visiting fans from Davenport North tonight. Small but mighty group of them made the trek out here across Interstate 80. 2-2 count right here for Miller. Swing and a miss for strikeout number 2 of this half of the inning. And that brings up Cade Newman with 2 outs now. They do have that 2-1 lead, but he would love to try to extend it by trying to bat in Alex Corey here. First one high past his head for ball 1. One 0 count. Here's the pitch. That one low. Count now 2-0. Corey leading off at first over there. Davenport North with a fielding error, which is partially why Centennial has 2 runs rather than just 1. 2-0 count. Here's a pitch. This one hit into right. It is out of play again. Down a lot closer to being playable than those previous foul balls that were seen at the other batters. The count now 2-1. Newman dealing with 2 outs. No pickoff attempt there. This one hit into right. It is on the ground. The run headed toward home. An RBI single this time, and it's a 3-1 lead. Corey batted around, and an RBI single for Newman. He adds that one to his count. So now Jacob Battershell. Potential of getting a run in here maybe not quite as likely,
Now batting for the Jaguars, number
as
46.
currently Newman is leading off of first. Battershell let the first one pass him for ball one. One-zero count right now. That one fell out of the hand of Alex Peterson there at the mound. It's a balk. So with that, Cade Newman advanced to second. Don't see that every day. That's the first balk we've seen of the game, actually. This one, grounded foul. So the count now 1-1 even. And now a base hit would bring another run around. Now with Newman at second, just as long as it's deep enough. If it's one just as deep as his RBI hit was, can make the score 4-1. That one in the zone. So now Peterson is one strike away from ending the inning. If he can get it to fall in the zone, clear the field. One-two count, here's the pitch. That one outside to even the count at 2-2. Those chalk lines not super visible from up here in the press box. Two-two counters a pitch. That one outside again. The count is now loaded. Jacob Battershell has not drawn a walk tonight. He had one single and one double on his previous two times up. Here's a payoff pitch. That one is a ball, and runners are now on second and first for Centennial. So get a courtesy runner here. This is Dylan Surratt taking the place of Jacob Battershell in a Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. Owen Gasperi now at the plate. Gasperi with back-to-back base hits on his previous two tries. 2 outs right now, searching for a base hit, trying to keep it out of the air. This one popped up and is out of play, just barely. So early 0-1 count for Gasperi. Slight breeze blowing to the north, as shown by our flag out in right field. So Gasperi has already found contact. Now trying to get it in play and bring another run around. This one out of play again. Just a little bit too in front of it. His count now 0-2. Outfielder's back deep right now. Anticipating a deep hit right now from Gasperi. Here's a pitch from Peterson. That one in the zone just barely for strike 3. And Davenport North gets all 3 of their outs in the bottom of the first via strikeouts. So when we come back, it will be Estlund, Weiss, and Peterson due up to the plate on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks, driven by Freedom Tire.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Three-one ball game here as Centennial has the lead after the completion of the first inning. Handful of RBI hits got them around to get out to the advantage after giving up one in the top of the first. And to lead off the top of the second, Blake Estland will step up to the plate.
Leading off the second inning for the Wildcats, it's the second baseman.
Estland drew 3 straight walks on his last 3 attempts at the plate in game 1. He's off to an 0-1 count right now. This one fouled toward the Davenport North dugout. So he's now out to an 0-2 count. And that's not the sort of position you draw a potential 4th straight walk from if you're Estland. 0-2 count is a pitch. That one in the zone. 3 pitches down and 1 strikeout already. Brady Stewart on the money. That first pitch in the zone.
Now batting for Davenport North, the catcher, number 8, Adam Weiss.
Adam Weiss off to an 0-1 count. This one popped up. It is playable. It is caught for out number 2. Five pitches in and 2 outs rallied already together. So Brady Stewart now. Next question, how many pitches does it take for him to get out number 3? Alex Peterson is pitching here in game 2, only a freshman at the plate right now. First pitch is a strike. Peterson didn't see the plate in game 1. That one flied into center and caught for out number 3. It takes 7 pitches to get 3 outs for Centennial in the top of the second, and they don't give up any runs as they still lead 3-1. When we come back, we'll see Nolan Powell, Will Nessler, and Trey Hauser all due up for the Jaguars here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks, driven by Freedom Tire.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Bottom of the second here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks. Centennial out to a 3-1 lead early here in Game 2 against Davenport North. Nolan Powell set to lead off the bottom of the second and try to extend on the lead that Centennial currently holds. Nestler and Hauser also due up in this inning.
Leading off for the Jaguars, it's the left fielder, number 20, Nolan Powell.
Powell drew walks on his previous 2 times to the plate. Back in Game 1, he's off to a 1-0 count here on this trip. The wind favoring left field right now. That pitch behind the glove of Adam Weiss. If anyone is going to hit a home run on this field, it's probably going to have to be in that left field direction. Wind has changed all sorts of directions tonight. It hasn't been very strong either. Two-0 count right here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Nolan Powell grounds that one. Big hop on it. Toss from pitcher to first in time for out number 1. And now back to the top of the order we go with Will Nestler and Trey Hauser on deck.
To the top of the order. Now batting the shortstop, number 2.
Nestler singled on his previous time up. He had stole second. He was the first of those 3 runs to score. First pitch, falling in the zone for strike 1. Good curve on it at the very end there by Peterson. 1 counter is a pitch. That one's splitting the zone. And Nestler to even the count. 1-1 count. This one popped up into right field. It is on the ground. Nestler going around to second, trying to get to third. Throw to third is not in time. And Nestler has the first triple of the night.
A leadoff triple will bring the second baseman, number 10, Trey Hauser.
And now Trey Hauser coming to the plate with only 1 out. Hauser also reached base 3 out of 4 times in Game 1. 2 of those times came by singles. Trying to get another run around right now. First pitch curving down for strike 1. A 1 count right here, searching for an RBI hit. This one fouled out of play into the softball bullpen. And the diamond adjacent to us. 0-2 count right here. That one in the dirt, 4-1. Trey Hauser trying to avoid the strikeout here. And that was how Davenport North got all 3 outs of the first inning. Check swing, that one did not go. So 2-2 count. This one, another foul ball out of play over the press box. Count still 2-2 here. Hauser trying to get a base hit and score the 4th run for the Jaguars. This one into right. It is caught. And it will go as a sacrifice fly as the throw to home is not in time. And the Jaguars now lead 4-1. So now Will Morris back to the plate, this time with no one on base. Alex Peterson heads back to the mound, trying to get out number 3 to end the inning.
Will Morris.
First one right in the breadbasket for strike 1. 0-1 count right here. That one splitting the zone and Morris for ball 1. Alex Corey currently sitting on deck, hoping he can get to the plate here in this inning. Count currently 2-1. Well, Morris letting that one past his head. His count now 3-1. Morris only one outside pitch away from drawing a walk. That one just too low. And that is exactly what Morris does. He draws his first walk of the night across both games. And that brings Alex Corey back to the plate.
Stepping in, the first baseman, number 1, Alex Corey.
Alex Corey had a double on his previous trip up. He scored the 3rd run of the game for Centennial. First one past the glove of Weiss. Will Morris more or less jogs to second following that wild pitch. One count right here for Corey. That one lined down the right field line. And it looks like Morris is going to score. This could turn into an RBI triple. The throw doesn't even get to third. A 5-1 lead now for Centennial here in the bottom of the 2nd. And they are having fun here early.
To the box, the center fielder, number 16, Brecken Miller.
Brecken Miller back to the plate. Now, he struck out swinging on his previous time up. He grounds that one to third. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. So like that, Centennial gets 2 more runs and now leads 5-1 after 2 completed innings. When we come back, Jet Heedy and then Brandon B. and Bryce Pauley all due up for the Wildcats in the top of the 3rd. You are watching Jaguar Baseball on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks, driven by Freedom Tire.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carlway.
Leading off for Davenport
Top
North
of
in
the
third,
3rd here from
it's
Centennial
the
High
right
School,
fielder, number
and
10,
a 5-1 lead for the Jaguars against the Davenport North Wildcats. Swinging a miss on pitch number 1 for Jet Sheedy. Sheedy 2 for 4 in game 1 on reaching first. 2 times they didn't came on ground outs. His count now 1-1 after 2 pitches. That second strike, a curveball. Brady Stewart having a pretty good day so far from the mound through 2 full innings. Swing and a miss. He got a great chase out of there to Jet Sheedy. 3 pitches down and 1 out already.
Number 13, Brandon B.
So Brandon B., the Minnesota prospect who drew a walk on his previous time at the plate, now back up to bat. Dealing with 1 out this time around. And that one was low this time. One out count, a swing and a miss to even it at 1-1. And with all that rain out of here, you can actually now hear birds and crickets chirping here as night starts to fall on us. Not a curve, but that one just not quite in the zone that time. Two-one count. Here's the pitch. This one fouled. Now toward the Davenport North dugout, and the count is now 2-2. Brady Stewart trying to get his second strikeout of the inning here. That one well outside to load the count at 3-2. So Brady Stewart here trying to get another strikeout with his payoff pitch. This one popped up into left and caught for out number 2. That is Nolan Powell getting underneath it for the second put out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 22, Bryce Polly.
Bryce Polly, the Indiana prospect, now at the plate, trying to avoid a third out. Dealing with two of them right now. First one dropped by the catcher, but it is a strike. Oh, 1 count right here. That one just curving into the zone for strike two. One more strike sends it to the bottom of the third. That one just a little low. So Pauly's still alive at the plate here with a 1-2 count. Stewart known for getting the outer edge of the zone. This one fouled out of play. A lot of power on it, but Pauly was just a little bit ahead of it. So still a 1-2 count right now for Pauly. That one split him in the strike zone to even the count at 2-2. Davenport North trailing 5-1 right now against Centennial. Davenport North a record of 15-7. Centennial with the record of 12-11. Those records updated after game one. That pitch outside and it loads the count after previously being down in the count 0-2. Pauly 1 ball away from walking to first. Payoff pitch here from Stewart. This one grounded right to shortstop. Throw to first in time for out number 3. Jaguars get out of the third, holding the Wildcats to nothing. So when we come back, it is Cade Newman, Jacob Battershell, and Owen Gasperi all due up for the Jaguars right here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Bottom of the third here from Centennial High School, and the Jaguars leading 5-1. Cade Newman leading off for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the third, trying to build upon the lead that they have. That first one was a ball and past the glove of Adam Weiss. Oh, and Gasperi going to the backstop to go retrieve that ball. 1-0 count right here for Newman. Swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1. And for being 8:41 already, you know Centennial is trying to hunt down a mercy rule victory after winning 11-7 in game one. This one fouled out of play toward the softball diamond. The count now 1-2. Caden Newman had a single on his previous trip up. And then he advanced a second on a balk. It was the first one we had seen in either game tonight. That one grounded right to second. Throw to first in time for out one. So Jacob Battershell now coming to the plate after drawing a walk on his previous trip up here in this game.
Now batting the catcher, number 46, Jacob Battershell.
Battershell pops that one up. It is playable, and it is caught for out two. It takes one pitch on Battershell to draw the second out of the inning for Davenport North.
At the plate, the designated hitter, number 12.
Owen Gasperi now dealing with 2 outs. Trying to avoid the third and trying to avoid the first scoreless inning for Ankeny Centennial of this ball game. That first one just outside for ball one. Gasperi struck out his previous time. He tried using his eyes and not his wrists, though, on it. His count now 2-0. To end game one, he had back-to-back base hits, including an RBI double. 2-0 counter is a pitch. This one fouled into the netting behind home. His count now 2-1. Centennial with a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. That one low again for ball three. And now Gasperi is one outside pitch from drawing a walk. It would be his first drawn walk of the day. 3-1 counters a pitch. That one high and outside, and he draws his first walk tonight.
At the plate for the Jaguars, the left fielder,
Nolan Powell
number 20.
now back up with 2 outs. And after seeing an RBI triple, there is no doubt that any of these Centennial players could bat in a runner who is on first. That first pitch just catching that outer edge for strike one. It was Will Nessler who had an RBI triple in the bottom of the second. Count now 0-2 for Powell. And one more strike ends the third. Here's the pitch. That one outside, the throw to second. The tag offline. So Owen Gasperi steals second. And Ankeny now has a runner in scoring position. Once you count, this one popped up. It is out of play. So Nolan Powell stays alive here at the plate. Trying to get Gasperi in to make it a 6-1 ball game. Also got to avoid the strikeout. This one, another foul grounder right toward the backstop. Closer, though, toward the Centennial dugout. Alex Peterson has 3 strikeouts in this game so far. All of them came in the bottom of the first. This one, line driven on the ground in left field. 1 run is going to get around. It is an RBI single for Nolan Powell. and the Jaguars take a 6-1 lead.
To the top of the order, it's the shortstop, number 2, Will Nestler.
So back to the top of the order we go with Will Nestler. And in 3 innings, he has seen the plate 3 times. An RBI triple on his previous trip up, and a leadoff single to start the game. And Adam Weiss thought that Nolan Powell was going to try to steal second after that offline pitch, but he does not. So the count is 1-0. Pickoff attempt there is late. Davenport North trying to play aggressive defense here to try to get that third out. Nestler pops this one up. It is playable. A lot of I got it's, but it is dropped. And it is not throwable on any base. And that is a double for Will Nestler, a very wonky looking one at that. And it gets Nolan Powell to third as well.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10, Trey Hauser.
Trey Hauser now with 2 runners in scoring position. Trying to get him in here. He's got 2 outs. And the first pitch is in the zone for strike 1. Ankeny Centennial has scored in all 3 innings so far of this ball game. This one driven right up at the mound. No throw made to either base, and an RBI single is now added to the tally of Trey Hauser.
Stepping in for the Jaguars, the third baseman, number
Will
7,
Nestler now sits on third, only 90 feet away. 7-1 lead right now for Centennial. If you lead by 10 after 3.5 completed innings as the home team, it is a mercy rule victory. So it's 10 after 5. We're screwing up baseball rules with softball rules. My bad here. If it did, we would be out of here way sooner, that's for sure. That pitch in the zone to even the count at 1-1. And the sunset over the horizon is starting to show along the outfield perimeter. Beautiful shot for anyone watching right now. 1-1 count. This one hit into center on the ground. 1 run will get around for sure, and 2 get in. A lot of RBI singles here. Will Morris with 1 this time. The lead now 9-1.
Stepping in, the first baseman, number 1, Alex Corey.
4 runs in this inning for the Jaguars. The most that they have had in an inning so far yet. And they still have 1 out yet that Davenport North needs to get. 1-0 count right here for Alex Corey following that pitch. Will Morris leading off of first. That pitch right in the breadbasket to even the count at 1-1. One count, here's a pitch. This one hit into center. It is caught for out number 3, but Centennial gets 4 runs to build their lead up to 9-1. When we come back, Christian Shorter, Donovan Holloway, and Evan Louse all due up for Davenport North in the top of the fourth. You are watching Jaguar Baseball on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks, driven by Freedom Tire.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
Top of the fourth here from Centennial High School as the Jaguars lead 9-1. Two different stories here between these two games. Game one, Centennial came back from down 5-0. They led 3-1 after one completed inning here in game two. First pitch low for ball one.
The left fielder, number 4, Christian Shorter.
Christian Shorter currently leading off for Davenport North here in the top of the fourth. Grounds that one with a high bounce. Nestler struggles to field it again. He was having issues with that in game one. So Christian Shorter reaches first. Lead off single for him. Donovan Holloway currently at the plate now following that leadoff single. Check swing. They called a strike. Donovan Holloway with the 0-1 count to start. 0-1 count. That one right in the zone with that curve there at the very end of that pitch.
I think you have to be on the school Wi-Fi to get on that, don't you? Yeah, which is only it doesn't reach out here. It's better than it was last year.
0-2 count. This one hit in to right, but it is caught. Throw to first is not actually going to get there. Oh, so close to a double play right there. But Donovan Holloway's hit to right field is caught for the first out of the inning.
Stepping in, the first baseman, number 24, Evan Rossi.
Evan Louse right here. The 1-0 count following that first pitch. Centennial had a chance to catch Christian Shorter leading off at first on a possible throw back there. Here's a pickoff attempt. Throw late and no tag. So still a 1-0 count for Holloway. That one in the zone for strike two. Nice sink on it at the very end. 1-1 count. Pitch right here is contact made, but it goes behind. So now a 1-2 count for Louse. trying to avoid the strikeout here. Centennial has drawn 3 so far, and that is strikeout number 4 of this game. Jaguars now with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Now Blake Estland dealing with 2 outs at the plate right now.
Number 5.
He was struck out looking on his previous time up. That first one low for ball 1 as it hit the dirt right in front of the glove of Battershell. So a 1-0 count to start here for Estland. Runner on first. Centennial with 2 options of bases to go to get out number 3 if it's a grounder. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And that there was not a balk. That was just pitcher not catching it right there on the throwback. Brady Stewart putting that little hiccup past him now. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And Stewart has the possibility to draw his 5th strikeout of the game right here. 1-2 count on Estland. That one in the zone, just barely. Strikeout for out 3 and strikeout number 5 for Stewart in this game. When we come back, Brecken Miller, Caden Newman, and Jacob Battershell all due up for the Jaguars in the bottom of the 4th right here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
In a Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution, Christian Shorter is taking the place on the mound in place of, well, whoever that was pitching previously for Davenport North. I didn't have it highlighted in my notes. Alex Peterson was who it was. Davenport North with their only run of this game coming in the top of the 1st. They have been scoreless ever since. Centennial, on the other hand, with 9 runs, and they are seeking to try to break into double digits here in the bottom of the 4th. If they would get 2 more and hold Davenport to nothing at the top of the 5th, that would be a mercy rule victory. And I know I'm accurate on that one that time. So Brecken Miller will lead it off here for the Jaguars. He has not reached base yet tonight. Struck out swinging on his first time up here in this game. Grounded out to shortstop on his previous time up. He was, however, 2 for 3 on reaching first in game 1. first pitch way outside. Off the hand of Shorter. So the count now 1-0 for Brecken Miller. That one outside again, this time high. And the windup for Christian Shorter looks a little weird. Strike one. Feels like there's just a hitch in it, or like a little brief pause. Swing and a miss for strike two. So the count now even.
According to chat, there is still a 15-run rule after 3.
This one popped up and out of play. So the count remains 2-2. ChatGPT is saying there's a 15-run rule after 4 completed innings. Don't know if we're going to get to that point or not. Jaguars would need a 7-run inning to hit that point. And odds are that probably is not going to happen. But a leadoff walk is what happens for Brecken Miller when he uses his vision to make good judgment. Now Cade Newman, wonder what he can do to follow that up. Has one hit already in this game. It was a single on his first trip up. Pops that one up. It is playable. And it is caught for out number 1. So one pitch was all it took on Cade Newman. So now Jacob Battershell here. Dealing with one out this time.
For the Jaguars, the catcher, number 46, Jacob Battershell.
Battershell, that's the first one passing for ball 1. Battershell without a base hit in this game so far. That one in the strike zone this time. So the count now even for Battershell. Runner on first right now. Swinging a miss for strike 2. Wind now blowing from west to east from the angle that we have. Maybe slightly south to north as well. 1-2 count. And second is stolen. That is Brecken Miller using his wheels to get there. Count now 2-2 for Battershell. But he does have a runner in scoring position this time. So can Battershell get a base hit to score the 10th run of the game for Ankeny Centennial? Battershell. That one stopped by Weiss, but he couldn't glove it. The count now full. Battershell might be able to draw a walk here. Walker a base hit, he'll take either of them. This one hit into left field on the ground. And that is going to be an RBI hit. Battershell gets to first. And Brecken Miller scores the 10th run of the game for Ankeny Centennial. 10-1 lead now, Jaguars.
At the plate for the Jaguars, the designated hitter.
In a Heart of
Number
Ankeny
12,
Animal Hospital
Ellie
substitution,
Gasperi.
we have a courtesy runner, Dylan Surratt, on first in place of Battershell.
Jaguars, number 41, Dylan Surratt.
Surratt now leading off of first. Still only one out. That pitch outside for ball one. A lot of goofy commotion out of the Centennial dugout. It's been picking up. That one outside, the throw to second. The tag falling out of the glove of shortstop Bryce Pauly. Throw was good, but the fielding from Pauly just a fundamental error right there. Jaguars now with another runner in scoring position. Surratt trying to get another run here. That one low. The count now 3-0. Ryman on a Friday night. What else do you know? Gasperi trying to draw the walk. This one popped up. It is playable. Caught for out number 2. No attempt from Miller to try to get from second to third. Two outs now for Nolan Powell.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 20, Nolan.
Had a base hit on his previous time up. Trying to drive in run number 11. Swing and a miss for strike one on this trip to the plate. One counters a pitch. That one low and in the dirt for ball one to even the count. Ten to 1 lead right now. Centennial won game one 11-7. This one popped out of play as it goes over the net. The count now goes 1-2 for Powell. Powell trying to avoid the strikeout right here. Davenport North has not gotten a strikeout since out number 3 of the bottom of the first. 1-2 counters a pitch. This one popped up into left field. And it is caught for out number 3. Jaguars bring in one to build their lead to 9 runs. When we come back, it is Adam Weiss, Alex Peterson, and Jet Sheedy all due up for the Davenport North Wildcats in the top of the 5th. You are watching Jaguar Baseball on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks driven by Freedom Tire.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the car away.
Top of the fifth, and the Jaguars up by 9. Trying to hold Davenport North to another scoreless inning here as Adam Weiss leads off Davenport North here in the top of the fifth. First pitch curving in the zone for strike one. Brady Stewart's had some very beautiful pitches here in game two. There's another one there that he got Adam Weiss to chase. He now is off to an 0-2 count to start. 0-2 count is a pitch. That one is high. For a second you thought we were going to say 3 pitches to get out number 1. 1-2 count right here. That one just low again. So after a fast start there, the count is now 2-2. Adam Weiss swings and misses for the strikeout and out number 1. And that is 3 straight strikeouts for Stewart. How many more will he get tonight? That one grounded right to first. 1 pitch is all it takes to get out number 2 of the inning. And that is one way to keep your pitch count low so that your arm doesn't get tired. Brady Stewart already with 2 outs. Now facing Jet Sheedy at the very bottom of Davenport North's lineup. Sheedy lets the first one pass in for strike 1. That one in the dirt this time. Count now 1-1. Jacob Battershell keeping that ball in front of him. No runners on base right now, though, so if it gets behind him, he doesn't have to worry about giving up any stolen bases. Sheedy here at the 1-1 count. That one, another beautiful sinking curve working all together there. If he can throw another strike, it would be his 4th strikeout in the last 5 at-bats. That one evens the count at 2-2 as it split Sheedy in the strike zone. Stewart looking for a strike 3, and there it is! 4 strikeouts across 5 batters, and 3 of them by swinging. Jaguars hold Davenport North scoreless again. And when the Jaguars come back, it is the top of the lineup due up. Nestler, Hauser, and Morris, all right here on the Carl Chevrolet family of network.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Jaguars at the top of the order. The shortstop, number 2.
Bottom of the 5th here, and Centennial in need of one more run to secure a mercy rule victory against the Davenport North Wildcats, who are currently 15-7. Will Nestler at the very top of the order leading off for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the inning. Centennial dugout having a little fun, getting a little loud. First pitch past Nestler for strike 1. That one very high over the head of Nestler, in fact, to even the count. Ankeny Centennial has not been scoreless in an inning yet in this ball game, and they haven't been scoreless in an inning since the bottom of the 5th of game 1. Actually, we're going to correct ourselves. It was the bottom of the 4th. They scored in innings 5 and 6. Didn't need to go to the plate in the bottom of the 7th in order to win game 1. The count now 3-1 for Nestler. One outside pitch from a leadoff walk. 3-1 count. Here's a pitch. This one hit into left center. It is over his head. It got on the ground. Nestler at second, trying to make his way to third. Could it be an inside the park home run? It won't be, but he slides to third. It's a leadoff triple for Will Nestler.
A leadoff triple for Will Nestler brings up the second baseman.
Now the mercy rule winning run only 90 feet away with Trey Hauser at the plate right now. All it takes is a wild pitch or a base hit to complete this game in 5 innings. That first pitch high for ball 1. And that's the one time that Trey Hauser doesn't want to be walked. He wants to see the game done right now. Grounds that one right to second. Issues fielding it, but the throw to first in time for out 1. Nestler stayed at third. So now it's Will Morris at the plate. Can Will bat in the other Will on this team for the game-winning run?
Will Morris.
Morris lets the first one pass him for ball 1. This is also the situation where for Davenport North, if you have a foul ball or a fly ball in foul territory, you want to let it drop, because otherwise Nestler can try to run to home after the catch is made. 2-0 count for Morris right here. Can Will bat in Will? Count now 3-0. Christian Shorter trying to avoid a mercy rule victory or mercy rule loss. So Will Morris gets walked. So you don't get to see a will-to-will walk-off hit to win in 5.
Now batting.
So now Alex Corey to the plate.
Alex Corey.
Yes, exactly. I don't understand not loading the bases in this situation.
Corey swings and hits that first one into right field. It is over the head of right fielder Jet Sheedy. 1 run gets around, and that is the game-winning run. Will Nestler scores the 11th and wins this game for Centennial in 5. It is an upset sweep of the Davenport North Wildcats tonight for Centennial as they move to 13-11 on the season. Next week, Centennial returns home with playing Southeast Polk in one game on Monday with the first pitch at 7 p.m. and they will take on Ankeny in a doubleheader down on the south side of town on Wednesday night. Both of those nights of games you can find right here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks. With that, we thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Nick Menson. My producer is Andy Pollock. So long from Centennial High School. Have a good night, everyone.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.